Yesterday, I brought a story from Turkish news, and it still doesn't seem to be hugely covered in the British press, which is extraordinary. This is the attack in the Christmas market in Magdeburg's Christmas market uh, last night, and the festive atmosphere was abruptly shattered by the horrific act of somebody ploughing into the crowd, the families enjoying the market, the festive lights, the stalls, and then the chaos as this dark BMW ploughed through the people without warning at about 7 o'clock local time in Saxony, Anhalt. And the car, a rental, driven by a 50-year-old Saudi born doctor, Taleb Al-Abdulmohsen, was driven into the crowded market at high speed. Now, there was a debate last night on Turkish news about the nature of terrorism and how one shouldn't be sort of picking and choosing between one terrorist group and another, which I think is a reasonable position. I think also the situation in Syria, for example, is volatile and um, interesting insofar as there seems to be a path out of terrorism, which I think is something which should be embraced, but with caution. And the problem with terrorism is it only takes one mad individual to reignite the oil pot. So far, last night the Turkish news was saying there were 11 dead, but in fact there's only two confirmed deaths so far, a toddler and an adult, with fears the toll may rise given the critical condition of many victims. At least 68 have been injured, 15 seriously, which probably explains the numbers being given out last night on Turkish media. The suspect moved to Germany in 2006, was granted refugee status in 2016, and practiced medicine in Bernburg. He's believed to have acted alone, with no explosives found in the vehicle, though investigators continue to probe his motives. And authorities have classified this as a terrorist attack, but stress there's no immediate threat. The German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has expressed solidarity, visiting the scene, thanking emergency responders, and leaders worldwide, including the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, have offered condolence and expressed shock. Regional leaders and the Magdeburg mayor have described the attack as a catastrophe for the city and the nation. And the attack coincides with the 8th anniversary of the Berlin Christmas market attack, where 12 people died in a similar incident. And it raises ongoing questions about security at public events like this, particularly at culturally significant Christmas markets in Europe, which have faced heightened threats in recent years. And vivid descriptions of chaos from eyewitnesses sort of cover social media. They talk of blood on the ground, families huddled together, rescue workers striving to save lives, and the emotional toll on the community and the collective mourning for lives lost is significant. The response will be to increase security measures at Christmas markets and other public events, alongside a reassessment of counter-terrorism policies. But this lone actor, it's very difficult to allow for that, or to defend the community from such an attack. The incident underscores, therefore, the vulnerability of such places and such peoples, and the need for vigilance without compromising the spirit of celebration. I think it's important to signal a note of resilience, emphasizing the importance of standing together against terror, because terror tries to stop us in our ordinary life. It's important to keep going with our ordinary lives in the face of terror, to maintain the values of peace and joy that define these gatherings. And the German president, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, said the anticipation of a peaceful Christmas was suddenly interrupted, but the background to this terrible deed must be clarified. It's a terrifying and a terrible act, and it makes for very sorry news in the run up to Christmas.